Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Hello my dear students. I'm going to start my sixth lecture as usual for the students of HSC first year and second year. Before starting my lecture, I want to tell you something before you. You know, in the previous class, I discussed about the question 1, multiple choice question and open-ended question. In the previous class, I mentioned lesson unit 9, lesson 1, because this passage is very important for the question 1 or question 2. Dear students, at first I thank to all because you listened my lecture attentively and did your homework properly. Many of you inboxed me with answer. I appreciate you. Now I am going to start my lecture. Let's start. Today I will introduce you with the question 2, information transfer or flow chart. In these topics, I am again mentioning unit 9 lesson 1, what is diaspora, because this passage is very important for the second synthesis. If you get it for the second passage, you will get the question 2, information transfer or flow chart. Now we'll introduce with information transfer. Follow the board. Notice the question. Read the above passage and complete the table below with the given information. There will be a table and there will be 10 gaps in the table. You have to fill up the gaps according to the information. Each answer carries 1 mark, total 10 marks. Look at the table. Here are 4 columns in the table. First column mentioned what or who, second column mentioned where, third column mentioned when, and fourth column mentioned information. If you want to complete the gaps, or if you want to get full marks in this question, you have to go through the passage attentively and you have to understand the passage with meaning properly. Then it will be easy to complete the answer. Here, number 1, blank, what or who. Different parts of the world. Again, we find blank, migrated. If we complete the sentence, we have to go through the passage and we have to find out the sentence. In this sentence, we have to find out the subject matter. Dash, different parts of the world, dash, migrated. We can answer this question in this way. Diaspora. Diaspora, different parts of the world, dash, migrated. When? Different periods of the world history. Different periods of the world history. Now, we can get this sentence. Diaspora, different parts of the world, different periods of the world history, migrated. Second question, the world. Question 3, blank, dash, many diasporas. The world, dash, many diasporas. Where? In this question, we have to mention the place. Where? The world, dash, many diasporas. Look at the answer. The world in all its parts, many diasporas. Next, fill in the blank, number 4, blank of the world, again blank, starting on diaspora. We have to find out in this sentence about subject. Dash of the world, dash starting on diaspora. If see the answer number 4, scholars of the world dash starting on diaspora. When we have to mention here time, scholars of the world in recent decades, scholars of the world in recent decades starting on diaspora. Fill in the blanks. Number 6, dash from the land in the ancient times dash. Here we have to fill in the blanks with subject and with information. For this you have to go through the passages and find out the sentence. Dash from the land. Answer, look at the answer. The Jewish people of the world, the Jewish people from the land in the ancient times. Information, we have to find out information. Being forced to live. Look at the sentence. The Jewish people of the world, the Jewish people from the land in the ancient times being forced to live. Next, look at the board. The Aryans, number 8, blank, thousands of years ago migrated from Central Europe. Here we have to find out the place. Go through the passages again and find out the sentence. The Aryans to the Indian subcontinent. The Aryans to the Indian subcontinent thousands of years ago migrated from Central Europe. Last stage, fill in the blanks. Number 9, dash in the Middle East in the 20th century dash. In this line we have to find out about subject and about information. So go through the passage and find out the sentence, and you will see number 9, the Palestinian diaspora in the Middle East in the 20th century attracted a lot of attention. Dear students, when you write the answer in the script, you have to answer the question in this way. Thank you. Now we'll discuss about flow chart. Dear students, you have to introduce with both of the question, because both among the two questions, one question will be set in the question paper. Thank you. Follow the board. Now we'll introduce with flowchart. Follow the question. Based on your reading of the passage, make short notes. In each of the boxes in the flow chart showing the name of some important diasporas and the causes mentioned in the passages. Number 1 has been done for you. Diaspora of the Jewish people in ancient times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dear students, Follow the board. This is the question for flowchart. Based on your reading of the passage, make short notes in each of the boxes in the flowchart showing the name of some important diasporas and the causes mentioned in the passage. Number 1 has been done for you. Number 1, diaspora of the Jewish people in ancient times, and other boxes. Dear students, if you want to answer this question accurately, you have to go through the passage with meaning properly. Then, before here the question, look at the question. Here are 6 boxes in the flowchart. One box is given answer for your convenience, and you have to fill in the another boxes according to the question following first boxes. If you complete the flowchart, you have to have some ideas about the question, how to answer this question properly. First, you have to know what is flowchart. According to the linguistic, the another name of flowchart is note taking. I mean phrase or expression taking from the passage. Before answering this question, you have to have some knowledge about the flowchart. You have to always focus about object matters. Don't try to write irrelevant answer. Be careful about setup, same size and same shape. Use number and arrow marks. You have to remind that in writing phrase and expression, you should use participle or infinitive. You should not use article, auxiliary verb and subject. Follow the board. How to write the answer? Answer the question. Number 2. You have to write the answer in this way. Diaspora of the Jewish people in ancient times. You have to mark arrow and put the number. Diaspora of the Aryans number 2, diaspora of the Palestinian in 20th century. Now we have to mention 3 causes. If we go through the passage, we'll find the causes of the diaspora because of oil, because of ravage of nature, because of globalization. Dear students, in this way you have to fill in the box in the flowchart. I think this lecture will be helpful for you to understand or to write the answer question number 2, information transfer and flowchart. Thank you. I will discuss about summary in the next class. Stay with my lecture and try to do exercise at home. Be well. Thank you.